the market has taken a big hit recently, and the S&P 500 index is now down by 3% during the last month alone. But that isn't all too bad, because us dividend investors, we simply can't resist a good deal. And right now, then there is a lot of really high quality dividend paying companies trading at great values. And in today's video, then we are going to be looking at 3 stocks that seems like particularly good pickups for your portfolio as we go into May. But real quick, then before we get to those, then I would love to hear from you. So please leave a comment below and tell me all about what you're looking to buy at the moment. And without wasting any more time, then let's get straight into the first one on my list. And that is Prologis, ticker symbol PLD. And this is simply a company that is not getting enough attention. And just in case you've never heard about Prologis before, then it is the world leader within real estate logistics. And their portfolio of real estate, which does include distribution centers, warehouses, and other industrial facilities, does make up more than 1.2 billion square feet spread across 19 different countries. And looking at their top tenants, then we do see some very big and well-known companies like Amazon, FedEx, DHL, UPS, and Home Depot, just to name a few. Earlier this month, then did Prologis release their quarterly earnings report, and they did actually beat the estimates, both on the top and on the bottom line. And that is all great, but they did also lower their FFO guidance going forward, and that has caused the share price to fall. And looking at their share price performance during the last month, well then are they actually down by more than 19% during the last month, and that is a lot. And when zooming out and looking at the year-to-date performance, well then is Prologis down by 22%. And they are right now trading pretty close to their 52-week low, and they right now have an FFO of just 5.44. But Prologis is a great company, and whenever the economic environment does become more favorable for REITs, well then I do think that this company here is going to perform very well. And the analysts, they do agree with that, and they have rated Prologis as a strong buy at the moment, with an average share price sitting at $146. And that is an upside of more than 40% within the next 12 months, and that is an absolutely insane return. But not only is the price for Prologis looking really good at the moment, but they are also paying some great dividends, and they currently have a dividend yield sitting at 3.72% and a great 5-year growth rate in their dividends of almost 13%, and they have consistently been increasing that dividend every single year for the last 10 years in a row. So overall, then it is definitely looking really good for Prologis. And moving on to the second discounted dividend stock to buy here in May, and here we have AbbVie, ticker symbol ABBV, and this is one of the world's largest biomedical companies, and their most popular product is Humira. And AbbVie is a really good company and a very popular dividend stock, but their share price performance hasn't been that good recently. And during the last 30 days, well then is AbbVie down by almost 11%. But when zooming out and looking at their year-to-date performance, then are they still up by 3%. And being invested in the pharmaceutical sector is always a good idea, because the demand is always very high and very consistent. And the analysts, they do agree with that, and they have rated AbbVie as a strong buy at the moment, with an average share price of $180, and that isn't too bad, and it is an upside of almost 13% within only 12 months. But until that increase in the share price, then you're going to get some great dividends from being invested in AbbVie, and they currently have a dividend yield sitting at 3.88 and a 5-year growth rate in their dividends of just above 8%, and they have consistently been increasing that dividend every single year for the last 10 years in a row. So overall, then is AbbVie looking really solid at the moment. And moving straight to the third and last discounted dividend stock to buy here in May, and here we have Home Depot, ticker symbol HD, and this is the leading home improvement retailer in the US. But recently, they haven't performed that well, and that is simply because the consumers, they are postponing their home improvement projects, and that is due to concerns about the overall economy when it comes to the interest rate and the inflation and so on. And all of that has caused their share price to decline by 12.5% during the last 30 days alone. And zooming out and looking at the year-to-date performance, well then is Home Depot down by 3% year-to-date. But Home Depot is, in my opinion, a really good buy going into May, and most of the analysts, they do agree with that, and they have rated Home Depot as a moderate buy, with an average share price sitting at $388 within the next 12 months. And that is an upside of 16%, so that isn't too bad. But until then is Home Depot gonna pay you some great dividends, and they currently have a dividend yield sitting at 2.69%, a really good 5-year growth rate in their dividends of almost 14%, and they have consistently been increasing that dividend every single year for the last 14 years in a row. So Home Depot is definitely looking like a really solid buy at the moment. And that was basically my top 3 discounted dividend stocks to buy here in May. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you're looking to buy at the moment. But thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. See you guys in the next one.